हेलो एवरीवन। तो आज मैं बात करने वाला हूँ मशीन लर्निंग और आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के बारे में, जिसमें मेरा कुछ खास एक्सपर्टीज है नहीं। आई जस्ट स्टार्टेड टेकिंग अ कोर्स इन दैट। आई एम अ रिसर्च स्कॉलर इन न्यूरोसाइंस. And the reason I'm going to talk about ML and artificial intelligence is that recently I attended this workshop here in IISc called AI for Science. And they were basically talking about how ML and AI tools are now being used to do research in basic sciences and engineering, and how science can inform the development of artificial intelligence tools. In fact, some people don't even want to call it tool, given that it is capable of updating itself, and so it's kind of doesn't follow the typical definition of a tool. Uh, now, 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 it turned out after attending that workshop, I realized how sort of important this new technology is, and how almost transforming this is. So there is one sort of analogy which is given is that it's something like calculator, but I think that that's not quite true. So when calculators came, people stopped basically doing, stopped memorizing the tables of 47, and you can just basically calculate anything. You multiply a 7-digit number by a 6-digit number, calculator will do it instantly, in less than a second, and you would spend entire day doing that. So there is basically no point of doing it yourself. You can just give it to calculator. But that doesn't mean that you stop doing the basic arithmetic, the arithmetics that is required for you to have the knowledge of multiplication, division, and so on. So of course that foundational understanding is needed, but you don't have to do it all the way. Something similarly, you can, if you want to find pattern hidden in large amounts of data, you don't have to do it yourself. In fact, I would say we are incapable of doing that, finding patterns in really complex and big data. But these ML systems, and now there are more and more systems, reinforcement learning, attention based models, deep learning, and so on and so forth. They can do it really quick. Although there are problems with generalization once you take it out and try it on a different in a different context, data collected from different in a different environment, then many times it fails. But s- some models are better at it than others. Now I was thinking, okay, these things are so useful. What and to a point that basically there was a panel discussion in which panelists were talking about uh, almost making some ML and AI education necessary for college students as well as even high school students. So there should be in across the domains, in particularly for research students, there should be sort of minimum education in machine learning and artificial intelligence. Like you must know this much, and then depending on your domain, you can have more specialized expertise in a particular model. Now I was thinking when it is so useful and transformative, what is one thing that we can do, so you can do all kinds of things with it, right? Just like any other technology, it can be misused. But I think one thing that we we must be doing, and we can do with this thing, although I don't have much knowledge, it's just an idea. I'll try to do it for myself, is that you can use it to improve your physical health, mental health, and productivity. So I'll just lay out my idea in couple of minutes, and but of course that needs you to generate a lot of data about your life. What kind of data, right? So potentially all the data that can influence your physical health, mental health, and productivity. By productivity, I mean you being able to do the work that is necessary in your office or in your education, or in your farm, wherever. Um, so so this so according to me, this can include, of course you have to be regular at recording your own data, right? And data is really the food for these tools, ML tools and AI tools. So what kind of data? So I just made a little list of what you should be recording about your daily life, right? It can be a Google form, so every day before sleeping you can fill out those details, and that Excel sheet can be given to the model. So something like, how long did you sleep yesterday night? Was it a complete, peaceful, deep sleep? The answer to these questions can be binary, yes or no, one or zero, or it can be a real number. It can be a continuous thing. So how long did you sleep is a continuous variable. Um, another thing can be, did you do jogging in the morning, or your workout? How long? How many push-ups? If you do workout, then how many sets or repeats? If you play sports, how many hours? How long did you play a particular thing? Then, then it can then you should have data about your food, basically what you consumed in your breakfast, lunch or dinner. How much or whether you had milk, rice, rotis, eggs, salad, sprouts, whatever, right? And maybe use of social media. How long did you use Instagram? Good thing about today's technology is that social media lets you know, like, what was your engagement time, right? So Instagram lets you know that you used it today for 2 hours or so. Or how long did you listen to your music? um, Other questions can be, um, yeah, did you masturbate or did you have sex, right? Apparently that might influence your physical and mental health. Did you talk to your mother, father, or sister or partner? How much did you eat, specific thing? I think I already covered that. Did you listen to your favorite music? Which music did you listen to? And then the label. So there is data and label in supervised learning models. The label can be: was your day productive? Was your month productive? So it can be daily, monthly, as well as yearly evaluation. So it can be a yes or no answer. Do you feel satisfied with your day? Was it productive, right? So do you mentally feel peaceful and satisfied? Was it productive? That can be an objective measure. Did you get the work done, right, that you planned? And so on. So and there can be thousand other things, but it's up to you. Now there is already a bias here. You right, the data is in some sense always biased. There is already you, because you think that only these things influence your physical health, mental health, and productivity. Of course you can't cover all the thousand variables, but whatever you think is important, you can cover that, and make data every day, and instead of releasing it, to giving it to some online model where there is a risk of privacy breach, or right, OpenAI might misuse your data. I don't know, DeepSeek might misuse it, right? um, so you can build your own model, I would say. Learn some basic machine learning. That's what I'm trying to do. And it can be a simple classifier, which can tell what makes the day productive, or what improves your mental health, if something improves or doesn't improve it, right? So and yeah, build your own little model, and train it, supervised learning, and then see what really has the biggest impact, right? What are the three things that influence your physical, mental health, and productivity the most, right? Maybe you thought it is sleep, but sleep is kind of obvious, but there can be things like you just ate two eggs on a particular week or particular month, and that somehow improved your physical health, right? Or you were falling sick less often that month. um, and of course there are some hidden patterns. The assumption here is that all these things, the food, the workout, another thing I almost forgot, artwork, right? Uh, did you some people like painting and drawing and some kind of artwork, or singing, or video creation. How long did you do that, or did you do that on a particular day? So apparently all these things, the assumption is that all these things influence your health, which probably it does. But there are probably hidden patterns which you can't tell, but the model will be able to pick it up, right? So so for example, I'm someone who wants to gain weight. What will be the most effective thing which can help me in gaining weight? And model can tell that by tracking these little incremental changes in my weight, right? So for that I have to do a little extra work. I have to weigh myself every day, and tell the also record the data that today there is an increase or decrease in the weight. So yeah, this is one idea. I think then will you become, I would say forget about it. Get this data at the end of the day, fill out that Google form, and then forget about it. Let the model discover what is the pattern. You don't have to over analyze what is it that sort of impacts your thing, because we are not very good at finding these patterns. Let the model do it. That is the idea. Yeah, that was my idea basically. um, but I should start doing it. Okay, guys, take care. Good luck.